Namaskar. Welcome to the second part of the video series. We will download and install the application UiPath Studio. To download, you have to visit the website www.uipath.com. This is the website, and here it is, the first page or the home page. Now, if you hover over the product menu option, this is the product menu option, you will find several options: overview, discover, build, manage, run, engage. Now we will be building program or flow of activities. Therefore, we will using the building option where we will be using UiPath Studio. If you hover over the support and services, there is an option learning programs. There you can learn and get certification, several videos. In fact, I have learned it from there. So now, first thing first, to download the application UiPath Studio, we have to get registered. For that, you have to click on the sign in link. This is the sign up button. Now you don't have any account, then sign up. You can register yourself with an Google account or Microsoft account or LinkedIn account or any other email if you have got. So when you sign with these accounts, say for example, if you have to put organization name, first name, country, region, email and password, and then you will be registered. I have already been registered, so I will just sign in. After registration and logged into the portal, download the studio from a download link available on the right side of the portal. It will download the setup file. After downloading, you have to install the application on your computer. I will just cancel it because I have already downloaded it. Now there will be an application called UiPath. Then run the application UiPath. My application is trying to load on the computer. This is the first screen. There is the start screen. You can see there is a menu option on the left side of the whole window, and you can open already created projects, or you can select any of these projects whatever you have created, and by clicking on them, and you can open the created project. You can create a blank project by clicking on this button. You can create a project from the template, which reduce your effort quite. These are the templates. These are the example of the template. You can have more templates. By selecting these are the templates or the set of activities which reduce your work. But before going into creating a project, check if the title of the studio is showing UiPath Studio X community. If it is not, then click on settings and then click on license and profile, and you have to change your profile. Here you can see there are two profiles available. One is StudioX and another is Studio. This Studio is for user looking to build complex unattended testing automation, ideal for user prior programming experience. So if you don't have any programming experience, please do not use this. For a common user, common business user looking into the automate task for themselves, their immediate teams, ideal for user with limited or no experience writing a code. So I will suggest you to just select this one, that is the StudioX. To begin with, let us create a blank task or a blank project. Let us name this as SAP Sample Application 01 and put a location where you want your file to be saved, because it will create a set of files. Let me create this example, and first time always it take a time, say near about 2 to 3 minutes. A blank task is being created. The project has been created. This is your working area, and these are the options from where you can select the resources for activities. There are various kind of activities available, and this is your work area. This is your board where you want to have your sequence of activities. Let us start by creating a simple task. So for example, if I click on this plus button to add an activity, or I can drag and drop any kind of activity from there. Let me click on this. I want to have an input box, so I will be using input dialog box. Input dialog. Now this is an activity. You can select a value for title. Title means, say for example, here it is SAP sample APP01 such and such. So by clicking on this, I can put a text, say for example, my example 01. Okay. Now provide an input label. Say for example, what is your name? This will be asked while using the text box put input label, and then there are various options, multiple choice option or a text box. We will be using text box, and when the value will be entered, it has to be saved somewhere. Let us save into clipboard or save for later use. This will create a variable where it will be saving the result. Say my name. Now I have created a variable where when I will be asking or inputting something, it will save into it. Now for example, if I want to display what has been captured, I have to use a message box. So let me create message box, and I have to write something here. So I can use either a text as I have did earlier, or I can use the saved variable. So now let us test the set of activities, how it is performing. So in the flow, it will first collect the data and then show whatever is it has been collected. I'm running the application. Let's see what happens. It is asking something. Now you can see the title is my example for this window and the label is what is your name. So I will write Somnath. And if I click OK, then message box will return the value what I have typed. So you have seen two activities. One is input dialog box and another is message box. Let us do one thing more. Let us do some real example. So I will just delete this. Now I want to use SAP as an application. So I have to first run SAP and then I will go further. Now SAP is running and I want to call this SAP application in my activity. So we have to use application oblique browser. Application means any application running on the computer. It might be a desktop application, and browser means there is a browser or a client browser, for example Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge or Microsoft Explorer or any other browser. So we have to indicate the client application. So I have to click on this, indicate application to automate, and I will just click on this window of SAP. It has been captured, the application path and the picture of the SAP window or the easy access client is there. Now I want to call a transaction of SAP. Now I have to call in this block itself, not outside of the block box, because I have to use inside because the application is being used here. So I have to click on it and then I will call a transaction for SAP. This is it. Now if we hover over the activity panels, then we can find there are different options available, and one option available is SAP. These are some activities which are used for RPA, and I have used this transaction. So I can do one thing more. If I delete this, I can drag and drop this here also. Now indicate it on the screen. So I have to click on it, and it's saying that if you want to click on this place, then click on it, and it is asking for a transaction code. So I want to type FB50 because it is a journal entry transaction booking system. Now let us save it and let us test it if it is working or not. So I will just click on run and let's see. And it is it. If you see, it's running. So first thing we have done. Next, for example, if you want to type into something, because now after FB50 you want to type a date here. So let's type into something, and type into is this one. Where you want to type it? Obviously on the screen, whatever is available. What you want to type? I want to type, say for example, 21.09.2021, and it is a text. Now it is saying that empty field before typing, I don't need, so none. Click before typing, I don't need, so click none. Why I don't need? Because it is already blinking here, so it has been already focused and placed in the text box itself. So let me run and let us see what happens. But for the first thing first, we have to get out of it, because it will run the transaction code. Click on it and transaction will be there. Transaction code has been, and now you can see that this has been typed. Now what we want to have a tab, 1 tab, 2 tab, 3 tab. We want to have 1 tab so that it will be here, 2nd tab, and then 3rd tab to here. So we want 3 tabs from the keyboard. So let us add keyboard shortcuts. Now it is saying, do you want to record the keyboard shortcut? Yes, I want to. So click on it and then press tab key. Once has been created, and another tab we want, so again click on tab. If we want 3 tabs, so again record and tab. Now let us see if it is working or not. We will save it, and again we will just discard everything and we'll start from here again. Let's see. It's now working. Date, tab, 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 and then here it is. So now you have understood how to type into and how to use tabs. Say for example, if you have typed something and if you have using the keyboard shortcuts, now what if you want to click something? Say for example, if you want to click here so that you can discard, let us see how it can be done. Let me do one thing more, that is click. So if I want, I want to click, I can click a toolbar button or a picture on the screen, but I just want to click. So I will have a click activity and a single click on the left button, but where I will be indicating on that, indicate, and then click on this. Now it has fixed the target where we want to have a click. So this is the place where I want to have a click. So I will just confirm it, and this has been captured where we want to have a click. So let us capture this again, run this again. So let me get out of it again, and okay, let's run it. You can see now it has been clicked, and you can see that I have clicked and it's asking for data will be lost. Do you want to exit? Say for example, if I want to exit, then I have to, this is not the button is focused, no, so I have to change this to yes by having a tab and then pressing an enter. So we will simulate again this, we will imitate the things again. So a keyboard shortcut, and we want to have a tab and then an enter. That's it. Let us run this again so that it could be verified if it's running correctly. It's running. It's running. It's okay. This is for the day. Let us continue next time. Till then, namaskar.